Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gaming News Week Daily. Today is Friday, August 30th, 2013. My name is Samson, and here is today's gaming news and my opinion of them. Here's what's on the list to talk about today. Nintendo announces the 2DS and says they are marketing them for kids under 7. Ridge Racer's microtransactions, are they a bad move? Borderlands 2 announces Game of the Year Edition. So much content for a decent price. All this news coming right about now. Alright, so first we're going to talk about the 2DS and why I don't think it makes any sense. One of the first things I saw was the fact that it is now safer for children, or safer for their eyes. When the 3DS launched, the 3D without glasses was causing eye development issues, so instead of doing intense testing before they released the product, they just slapped the 7 Plus sticker on it to avoid lawsuits. At least now we have a handheld that will not hurt your eyes. But we already had one. It's called the DS and the DSi. And at $99, which is a much more reasonable price point for kids under 7, I might add. And it's not like the 3DS or 2DS have these magnificent features that the DS and DSi don't have. They can both do local and online multiplayer. They can both browse the internet. The only thing that the DS can't do is play 3DS games. But for the most part, they make them for both anyways. I guess now we can start talking about the way it looks. It looks very uncomfortable, clunky at best. The bumpers are in a very weird spot. Instead of having the bumpers where you would normally hold your hands on a tablet-like device, they're way up on top. Who's holding a controller that way? I think that any kid would have a significant problem putting his hands where they're supposed to be and using those bumpers at all. I think I would have a problem, and I have fairly large hands. If you're getting anything out of what I'm saying here, it's basically that Nintendo has 4 devices that pretty much do the same thing, and that's very unnecessary. Most parents are not gamers, and they have no idea which handheld does what and which ones are good. They trust that their kids maybe will be informed about what they actually want or need, and they won't need this if they have any of the other handhelds. But to be honest, this seems like more of a Nintendo issue, because they seem to really not know what people want. They think they do, but they don't. Alright, moving on. So Ridge Racer is releasing a free-to-play game called Driftopia. The game looks like it'll be pretty fun. It is using the very popular, oh so very popular, free-to-play model that everyone is trying to work into their games somehow. So these are the things you'll be buying in the game. Vehicle packs, booster packs, XP boosts, and repair kits. So I guess I'll start off by describing the things I just listed. Vehicle packs, what it sounds like, you're buying vehicles, something that you can use in the game. I like to call those the tangible intangibles. And that's okay. That's normally what free-to-play games are about. You're buying a character, in this case a car, that you would use to race in the game. Now let's talk about booster packs. Booster packs are cards that you get while either playing the game or you can purchase them at the store, and they're something you lay down at the beginning of a race, and it increases the performance of the car during the race. And then after the race is over, that card is gone. So it's more like the pay-to-win model. Not something I'm for, but I understand the appeal to it. If you're having problems with a race or a certain thing in the game, sometimes you need a little bit of a boost just to get by that. Some people aren't hardcore gamers and they don't have the time. So it makes sense that that's in there. And that brings us to XP boosts. XP boosts are kind of like the thing I just talked about. You know, you don't have a lot of time to play the game, but you would like to get further in the game on your limited time schedule. XP boost makes sense. Now what doesn't make sense is the repair kit. Now the issue I have with the repair kits is once you use up all your daily allotted repair kits, if you wreck the car too many times, it's broken. You cannot use it any longer, and you have to use your other cars. Not only is this a huge disruption in your gameplay, it also gives the game a Facebook or arcade feel to it. Once you use up your lives, or in this case repair kits, you either have to use a lower quality car that you haven't leveled up as much, or wait 24 hours to get more repair kits for free, thus limiting the amount of time I can play the game. I just think that there's plenty of other things that they could sell in the game that don't require you to use repair kits for them to make money. Make a quality game first, and then make quality things to buy. More cars, more paint jobs, more maps. Make what I'm spending my money on to have more fun playing your game. What I personally feel that they should have done with this game is released it for like $10. That $10 would most likely offset the cost of anyone buying the repair kits, because people like me will not be purchasing those. I will never buy a repair kit in my life. I don't support that type of a game. But I would buy the game for $10. I'll buy almost any game for $10 if it looks like it's worth $10 of my time. And then the other free-to-play things they have in the game, the cars, the XP boosts, the other packs, that's fine. It helps your quality of life in the game. It helps you progress through the game. Repair kits hinders your progression. That's all it does. It might seem nail-biting at first because, oh, if I wreck the car this time, I'm done. I can't race anymore today. Maybe it puts more stress on that specific race or that map or that time of your life, but is it worth it? Is it worth not being able to play for the next hour before you go to work or have to go back to school or do homework, your free time? You don't want to hinder that time. You want people to play your game for the allotted time that they can and not have any hindrances. Repair kits hinder the game. All right, moving on. So now let's talk about something I love. Borderlands 2. I love playing this game. And they're releasing their Game of the Year edition, like they always kind of do. And what this has is all the traditional things you get from a package like this, the current game, plus all the current DLCs. And that's a lot. I'll name off all the things that come with this pack. So we got the Borderlands 2 main game, Captain Scarlet and her pirate's booty, Mr. Torque's Campaign of Carnage, Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, Creature Slaughter Dome, Gage, the Necromancer character class, Gearbox Gun Pack, Golden Key, Vault Hunter's Relic, Craig, the Psycho character class, Collector's Edition Heads and Skins, and the Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 1. Mouthful, lots of stuff. I'm excited for this for all the people that didn't buy the game a year ago and thought, you know what, it's just the game plus all the DLCs. I don't want to spend that much money, not all at once. And now you don't. You can pay one fee, get all the DLCs, the full game, and you're good to go. I've never had a gaming experience quite like the one I had with Borderlands and Borderlands 2. Everything they've done has just been spectacular. So if you are worried about the price, now you don't have to. $60 for so much content. Thanks for listening to the first episode of the Gaming News Weekdaily. I'll be doing gaming news Monday through Friday. On the outro here, we will switch to a new song from Merlin's first CD, The Funky Autopsy, called Mexica's Alter Ego Walks the Boulevard. Look in the description for a link to download it for yourself. Have a good day. Fell to earth and burned up the block she walked. Passing everybody with no time to talk. Dudes with the legs acting nonchalant. Trying to pass it off when they trying to watch. Ha, better pause, little moco, so better know, bro, it ain't cool. The got that to no, better stop tonto, better knock it off or off your block. She will not clock your dome with the brick. Mason your nose, blind as spit. Take you down with the hip, lay you in the grass with your grown and spit. Uncle T till you call it quits. Fits in the yard by the bus stop, people watch. When they call the cops, you gotta walk so mean with a look so cross that if Jesus saw, he run. Straight to the mosque. Ha, 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 ha.